Hi, sorry, Maria Guerra Quinótico. Thank you so much for being here. It's such an honor just speaking to you. You belong to a generation of actors who spoke openly about politics. And now somehow we feel that Hollywood is a bit silent about Trump's policies. So what do you think about this silence?
I think it's very dangerous. I think that we should be able to speak our minds without being threatened to never work again. And that is happening. I don't know, you know, Hollywood went through the, what was it called? You know, the commission where you were called un-American and people killed themselves and were banished and couldn't work and writers couldn't work. So Hollywood has never been political. Hollywood cares if you get old, they care if you get fat, but if your movie makes money, they don't mind, you know what I'm saying? Hollywood has, I think it's a myth that Hollywood is left. I don't think that's true. I think there are small films that get made and some big films that get made, but Hollywood doesn't have a history of being, when the times get tough, they are not left-leaning or progressive. They mostly speak for whatever the power of the situation is. So I don't know that through all the blacklisting, you know, we look at that period and that was pretty much what we're going through now.
Hola, aquí. Hola, Susan. Te quería preguntar, bueno, en primer lloc, agrair la teva visita i preguntar-te també sobre els conflictes. Parlaves de que Hollywood potser no s'ha posicionat prou, però volia saber doncs, la teva posició amb algun dels conflictes candents ara mateix, i parlo del conflicte que hi ha als Estats Units amb la policia fronterera, amb l'ICE, i també doncs, del genocidi a Gaza.
What did you want to know about that?
Your opinion about the ICE, for example, or for the Gaza genocide?
My opinion or Hollywood's opinion?
No, your opinion. I know that Hollywood doesn't speak about this, but I want to know your opinion.
I believe every nation has the right to self-determination. I'm very pro-Palestinian. I'm very much about, I'm an artist for peace and justice. I'm against killing children everywhere. ICE is very unconstitutional and doing all kinds of illegal things to mostly black and brown people. And what they're doing is illegal, and I'm very proud of the communities that have managed to find a way to fight against ICE, and I think that's what it's going to take, because no one at the top is going to save us from any of these things. But I personally feel very strongly that the annihilation of the Palestinian people is a horrible crime, and I'm very ashamed to be paying for that.
Soy de la televisión pública española. Hoy, cuando les he dicho en mi entorno que iba a estar contigo, con Susan Sarandon, todos mis amigos, todo mi entorno, pues estaba muerto de envidia. Y me sorprende una mujer que, como vemos, es muy comprometida, despierta aquí en España un cariño tan generalizado. ¿Qué sientes tú al recibir un premio como el Goya Internacional?
Thank you. Thank you. Well, I'm very, 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 very happy to be here. First of all, I love Barcelona. The museums, the food, the music, the industry, the actors. I just think Spain is doing an amazing job, and also, and I know this is going to make me cry, in a place where you feel repression and censorship, to see Spain and to see the president and what he says and what the support that he's giving about Gaza, and to have actors like Javier Bardem and come forward with such a strong voice is so important to us in the United States. I can't tell you, when you turn on the TV and you see how strong Spain is and how clear that you are morally about these issues, it makes you feel less alone, and it makes you feel that there is hope because of you all, and the fact that you just don't hear that on television in the United States. You don't know that that exists. And when someone stands up so strongly, when a nation stands up, and I include Ireland in this too, I can't tell you how very important it is to those of us who are trying in an atmosphere that is very difficult, when we see that kind of strength and moral clarity, how much it means to us. So I thank you.
Hola. So you have to come to live here, maybe. Pepa Blanes, de Cadena Ser Radio. Yo quería preguntarte, has hecho todo tipo de papeles en tu carrera, papeles con el que muchas nos hemos identificado, hemos visto referentes. Ahora trabajas menos. Yo quería preguntarte a qué se debe que trabajes menos, si llegan menos papeles, si existen listas negras en Hollywood y por eso llegan menos papeles, o si es que no te interesan los papeles que te llegan.
The very first November, I was fired by my agency, specifically for marching and speaking out about Gaza, for asking for a ceasefire. And it became impossible for me to even be on television. I don't know lately if it's changed, but, and I couldn't do any major film. Anything connected with, Hollywood. I found agents ultimately in England and in Italy, and I have worked there. I just did a film in Italy, and I did a play at the Old Vic for a number of months. But I know that, this Italian director that just hired me, he was told not to hire me. So that's still recently. He didn't listen, but they had that conversation. So right now I kind of specialize in tiny films with directors who have never directed and, are independent films, and films that are in Europe or in Italy, and, So that's the main reason I haven't been working as much.